So a couple of keys. And will they mix things up going in? Is Terry Stotts willing to gamble a little bit bigger in numbers? Nikola Jokic over the first 3 games game. That's why it was such a surprise they couldn't hit from the outside. Aaron Gordon, great acquisition from Orlando at the trade deadline. Jokic waltzes his way to the cup.
This team has been to, in the last couple of years, they've had a lot of series that have gone 7, so they know how to play rough and tough. I'm running a screen and roll in the middle of the court, or I'm running a dribble handoff every time with Jokic in it because I want Dirk Nowitzki. And he thinks that the Joker is just like Dirk, except he passes better. That's very high praise for the Joker.
Foul with Lillard going to the rack now at Burger King. So an early 5-point advantage. Lillard and Norman Powell. The step back for Jokic.
Flat on that shot right there, but that's still a very good shot. The level of shot and the quality of shot that Portland has gotten early on has been very impressive to me. And a lot of that starts from the pick and roll involving the Joker.
Aaron Gordon curls it home. He's at 3. Both teams struggling right now, and especially, but that's a beautiful bounce entry. Man in the middle. Didn't come out. Powell took the triple. And a quick timeout from Michael Malone and Denver.
Yeah, Michael Malone didn't like their start last game, and I know he's not going to like their start this game. Denver has to pick it up, but that's a nice dime by Campazzo. So if they keep giving this guy looks like that, it's going to be a very long night. I haven't been impressed so far with Denver's defense. They're going to have to pick it up. Their defense was slow to start last game, and it didn't cost them, but it could cost them tonight.
Campazzo wants Porter Jr. You could see that coming. He waits for the flyby and answers green. Nurkic goes to the line.
And once again, you see the excellent vision by Campazzo, and then Porter Jr. just taking his time, letting Dame fly by, and then just releasing it. And I think Porter Jr. can be that. He was that in the regular season, but we know the regular season is a lot different than the playoffs.
Aaron Gordon on a little give and go that was taken away. Campazzo, a good shooter, looking at Porter, leaves it though for Jokic. And Jokic, and then he picked it up in the 4th quarter. Nurkic backing him down and losing the handle. So he's trying to pick up a foul on Jokic. Austin doesn't get it. He's already got a couple of threes.
Campazzo trying to sneak over from the weak side and get the charge. Nurkic slid right by him and finished with the awkward layup.
Porter Jr.
Shots this year, you don't have to sacrifice any shots. They are going to need, you can live with that. We know Joker's good enough to do it on his own offensively.
They skip it. Campazzo passes on the shot. Jokic not close, but boy, he's going right after the big guy, isn't he?
And that's a smart move. Go out and make the Joker play some defense. Don't allow him to looking for his shot early, hunting his shot, being aggressive. I think it just gives it.
Campazzo shoots 2. Fouled on the play. And so out of that whistle, and Jokic back on the floor. And an ISO play for Jokic. That's more like it, but still, CJ.
Well, Nurkic set a good back screen, and Joker got caught in no man's land. He didn't stay with Nurkic, and then he didn't pick up Covington.
Aaron Gordon shares it. Campazzo.
I'm just giving him ISOs. Sometimes your best offense can be your best defense. We know that Nurkic can't guard the Joker one-on-one, but maybe they time.
Done. The opportunity's been there for Portland. So they're still up by 4. It should be 2 after the review. And Campazzo. Struggles continue. It's hard to believe they're going to be only down by 2, shooting 36%. McCollum may have taken 8 steps. And on Denver.
But that's because they have excellent guard play. The ball is in their 2 guards' hands most of the time, so those guys make the decisions.
It's also a lot of ISO ball as you bring that up. Lillard's due. He's got it for Nurkic, or Jokic rather. He beat the shot clock, so it's a 10-point game. As Campazzo out of the timeout. It was called by Michael Malone. 2+ to play. How do they close the half? Good pass. Blocked away from Aaron Gordon.
Defense by Covington.
Came across, didn't he?
Unless he had to play a lot of small ball 5 last year, so Covington got a lot of opportunity on the weak side coming over there trying to clean things up.
13 on 6 of 8 from the field. Nurkic and Norman Powell.
If I would have told you at the start of this game in the first half that Nurkic was going to outplay Jokic, and it goes back to what Coach Malone was talking about. Portland just attacking the feet in the screen and roll, and they're attacking the Joker's feet routinely.
Percentage. And Campazzo. Will he get it off in time? He'll count if it goes. Not close. So a 10-point lead for the Blazers. With the way they shot, it seemed like it was going to be more.
It definitely seemed like it was going to be more, but the Blazers are very happy to be where they are.
The NBA playoffs continue on TNT, all presented by State Farm.
I think you're being kind of sketchy. You should have left me. Sensitive, I almost confused you with Lisa Leslie. How you swing on Chuck and then try to go be his best.
Halftime continues in the Pacific Northwest. It was up to as many as 12. And it's a 10-point lead at the break, 57-47 for the Blazers on their home floor. Hi, everybody. Joel Myers along with NBA champion Brendan Haywood. You know, Brendan, what you're going to get out of CJ and Dame. They're going to give you on average 52 points a game during the regular season. It's the other sources that are really coming through right now. Norman Powell and Jusuf Nurkic.
Yes, it has been. Norman Powell has 13 big points. He's 3 for 3 from 3, and Nurkic has been getting it done inside as well. He has 13 points. These two guys right now have really stepped up and taken a lot of the pressure off of Dame and CJ. Dame is going to find his way. We know that. But the fact that these two guys started off so well in the first half bodes very well for the Portland Trail Blazers.
That's our power performance driven by Goodyear. And you can see how efficient they have been, combining to go from the field. 11 of 14. So Campazzo starts the second half. What's it going to be for the Nuggets? You know that guy's got to get going for them to have a prayer. And the struggles continue. Jokic, 5 of 12. Today's virtual shot clock is powered by Tissot. On the run, look out if it goes. And what a start to the second half for C.J. McCollum.
CJ just got right down the lane right there. Easy shot for him. Easy. Austin Rivers reached in there. Michael Porter Jr. didn't shut the lane down, and CJ was just going to press the action until somebody stopped him, and one for McCollum.
A couple of things stand out, Brendan. Portland 13 assists, only 2 turnovers in the first half. And not the turnovers, they don't give it away. Fewest in the NBA. 13 assists, though, because they're dead last in assists. 21 a game. And
what really stands out for me from Denver's perspective is Michael Porter Jr. with only 3 points. They're going to have to start calling some plays for him like they did right there to try to get him all open. Norman Powell has done an incredible job running Michael Porter Jr. off of screens, but they have to have this guy scoring if they're going to win and compete in this game.
Austin Rivers down and still out. Norman Powell going to the free throw line. Jokic with the foul. Stumbling beginning, to say the least, for the Denver Nuggets.
Ooh, yeah, Austin Rivers, you can see he got a little bit of a, what they call it, a cherry or whatever when he hurt his hip in the first half. Shots that I normally take. It's not like they're doubling me or they're taking the ball out of my hands.
Norman Powell 7 of 8 from the field, 3 of 3 from beyond the arc, and the leading scorer right now for both sides at 19.
I can't see you, like shooting over a chair.
No set shots allowed around here. Jokic on the run.
Did on that one and then capitalize on the other end.
C.J. McCollum tried to thread it through. Over the top, Aaron Gordon denied and blocked by Nurkic. 5 on 4, as you said, and the foul comes Campazzo.
Smart foul by Campazzo.
Yeah, they tried to take advantage of Lillard on Gordon inside.
Yeah, and Gordon had it for a second, but look at Nurkic coming over there to help Lillard out, not leaving his guy on an island. That's good. He has absolutely erased Porter on the defensive end. I mean, he has come out there, he's chased him off screens, got into his space right there. Porter Jr. can't get anything off on Norman Powell right now.
It'll be Austin Rivers on the run out by C.J. McCollum. I want to get back to your thought. Austin strong on that run.
Yeah, it's different from the regular season. It just is. And it's one of those things, until you've been there and experienced that, especially when the team needs you to play at a high level, it's hard to tell somebody what it's all about. Michael Porter Jr. wanted more shots last year, but now there's an opportunity for you, and you're not taking those shots, so you have to find a way to get it.
27% on their triples. And the block, a couple of free throws coming up. Yeah. Down by 22. Monte Morris almost caught in the air. Jokic, good job by Nurkic on the step through. And the battle.
That's all you can ask for. You're hoping that he gets close. It's a hamstring injury, so you don't want him to come back too early, though, because if you come back from soft tissue injuries too early.
Jim McCollum up to 17. Good take by Campazzo. Rolls it. Norman Powell all over Monte Morris. Same can be said for Damian Lillard.
And look at Dame competing defensively.
It'll be a block from behind.
And I love what I'm seeing. Look at Dame harassing Campazzo right here. And then once again, Nurkic saying, no, I'm not just going to stay out there at the free throw line. I'm going to come in here and help my little fella. They can win a title right here in Portland if the pieces are right.
No, but the first 3 games, Brendan, Norman Powell's 3 for...
Yeah, but in the next couple of minutes, they're going to start getting guys out of there. They're going to worry about rest and injuries and things of that nature.
Norman Powell again, bucket. Campazzo with the foul.
You see Norman Powell right here going downhill. Millsap doesn't step in his way all the way. And then the subtle flex. Young fella said, listen, Melo's had enough buckets. I'm trying to get mine.
Melo's got 12 points on 5 of 9 for the field. Boxes and elbows, right? It almost looked like a zone the way they were playing.
Yeah, it really does. Even in this second unit right now, ooh, great spin by Millsap.
And then
thought it was going to be a foul.
He was safe at the plate. Monte Morris gets the triple.
I mean, that's got
That's what you're saying. You know, when you work in New Orleans, you've always got reservations.
Exactly.
27-point game.
Right now, they're not stopping the clock. Look, we got a running clock.
And on the run out. And trying to add to his birthday total. He's 37 today. It stays at 12. Campazzo's got it. It almost
went in. Campazzo's crafty.
Now,
he's taken to the offseason of how teams are going to play him in the playoffs. And also use my 6'10" frame to post up. So when team
Jankar's checked into the game for Denver. The domination. They led by 10 at the half, and then they just blew their doors off in the third quarter as Simons gets in 24th overall. Campazzo and end of the shot clock.
Have some big-time games, and I'm not sure if Denver has a secondary score that they can count on.
And who would have ever believed that Portland would dominate a game,
from a defensive standpoint,
easily, not only defense.